OBS settings. Yeah, I can't even... Hope I've got my phone here as well. I'm trying to watch my own stream. Okay, I think I'm back because I can see me. I can see me, like it's like Inception. So I wave, and that's the latency. Wow, it's like a chunk of latency, but it might be okay. Is it better? Seems good. No more freezing. Okay, it might have been because I tweaked the OBS settings, and I really don't know what I'm doing. I chose like hardware encoding. I've just gone back to whatever it was. Right, so web mentions. I'm literally, if anyone knows how this works, then please let me know. So there's a service. Hanging again. On my phone, it's not hanging. That's me looking to the side. It's okay. Good for me, yeah. Working on my phone too. Alright. It's not great, is it? My CPU seems to be okay. I've got like CPU up in the corner. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's okay, so we want to implement web mentions. So let's make this font bigger. If you have some idea of what mentions are, implement it, work your way through the test suite, submit an implementation. We don't want to do an implementation, do we? We want to, all right, web mentions followed. Alice posts something interesting on their site. Bob sees content, comments about it, links back to the original. Using web mention publishes a publishing software automatically notifies. Okay. Yeah, this thing here, that was pingbacks. How to send a web mention with a curl? I want to receive a web mention. I want something to tell me. Does that even exist? Sending, implement seeding. There we go. Set up a web mention endpoint. Okay. Add a web mention endpoint to the discovery link in your blog post. We can do that. Or your homepage. Validate the process by receiving what we want likes to start off with and display received likes. Okay, that seems brief, doesn't it? It's kind of glossing over the setup web mention endpoint. There is webmention.io, which I came across earlier. Hosted service for easily receiving web mentions on any web page. Might be interested in learning about the project on the Indie. Alright, we'll open that for later. So you're using it on your website. Once you've signed up, there's just sign in here. Is there a sign up? Nope, I guess just sign in. Once you've signed up, add the following tags to your HTML and place with username. Now, I did this from bed last night. So let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Oh, something's happened. Okay. So if I go to my blog and if I just view source, I added these in last night. Yeah, here we go. So ping back, web mention. Oh, where'd I go? So dashboard. So it looks like something being picked up. How do I use this? So what I did was I signed into webmention.io, which I think I don't know how it worked, but I just gave it my blog and it used some discovery. It had me sign in using Twitter. It might have been this. I've got a href rel equals me, pointing to Twitter, so I think it used Twitter as my sign-in process. Let's kill the music. We don't need the music, do we? It signed me in, said my blog was romysharp.com. I don't know if there's any like tokens on here. Yep, secret tokens, brilliant. I might have to refresh that. Please don't steal my token for the time being. Please, praying hands, pray. Okay. So I guess from here, I'm supposed to get like a JSON endpoint of this. Okay, so open source project, pingbacks on behalf of your site, currently pingbacks using that. API to get a list of site links sharing your page. So if I go to this, what is that? Oh, is that supposed to be JSON in HTML? So if I put in my blog, no mentions, but I don't even want mentions, do I? Converts pingbacks to mentions, which sends notification to your webhook. So with that, I would probably send a webhook to Netlify to do a rebuild. So let's I need to get. So I think what I'm supposed to do is get a make an API request to this, I think, to get a list of comments or likes. Oh, here we go. There's some JavaScript. And then just stick it in my blog. This is coding without reading. Okay, let's just slap this into my blog, shall we? So I'm going to pop that onto the end of a web page. Public layout. So no, that's my full blog page. Partial. Oh, for fuck's sakes! All right, partials. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. So this is the layout for my page. So I've got. Yeah, this is where it says. So on my blog itself, right at the bottom, a bit smaller, posted on X date. So let's just slap it underneath there. UL .webmissions.links. I am using Pug, so sorry. And then this will be an LI. Looks alright. I just need to npm run dev. I am doing dark theme this week, so that's what that is. I got trolled last week for not using dark theme. Okay, I very much doubt if this has any mentions on it anyway. So it's supposed to be something just here, isn't it? Let's have a look. So pop out DevTools. Let's see. Nope, didn't appear. Brilliant. Oh, it just barfed. Okay, let's fix that. What did I get wrong? Site URL, that's probably wrong as well, isn't it? Layout, let's get... so I've got some global variables. I suspect that's what the problem is here. And actually it's Pug, so it wants to do that because the syntax changed. Trying to think where... So page URL is somewhere up here. Oh, here we go, permalink. And can't remember what the site URL is. Canonical. I guess I can just hard code it for a second. Oh no, URL is the whole thing. I think URL is the whole thing. I like that. Okay, did that build? No, still in build. Indentation. Oh, for fuck's sakes, what have I done here? I'm just going to stop and start that. Oh, my CPU's going a bit balmy, isn't it? Yeah, I think my CPU's at like 100%. Look at my phone. Yeah, 85%. Alright, we're hanging in there. Hopefully the stream hasn't died completely and you're just looking at a blank page. Oh, no web mentions found. Okay, cool. Right. So how did that work? Let's compress that a bit. I'm guessing... so what is there? Oh no, ID, that needs my full URL at the beginning. So let's pop in https remysharp.com. It's all fine with, yeah. I can hear my CPU going, like, just whirring away. And the CPU, but I've got a little status monitor for my CPU bars, and like all four are right up the top. I think npm. Oh, Dropbox, of course. I'm going to pause Dropbox. Dropbox has got some conflict, so every time it runs, it craps the bed. All right, let's get rid of that. Okay. At least Dropbox has stopped going ape shit. I get one of my CPUs back. Okay, so no web mentions. So that looks better. So what is it actually doing? I'm guessing it's an XHR request. Fuck me. No, apparently not. So what I'm doing is I'm just hovering over these. No. Web mention? Is there anything that's going to web mentions? No. Okay, I'm missing a bit. I've skipped over too quickly. Right, let's close these windows. Example in Jekyll. Display links. Of course not. How would that work? There's no JavaScript. Fucking idiot. Oh, what a plum. I missed that bit. I need script source equals web mention. Let's go and grab that. Yeah, if this is published on npm, it's not. Okay. Alright, let's grab a copy of this web mention thing. Copy. Let's save that into my JS directory. Mentions. Alright. And let's stick that into my general layout, which is down here. Yeah, I guess at the end. There we go. Web mentions. Okay. Right. Okay, right, okay, made a request. So it's doing a JSONP request and it has no links. Okay, that's fine. When we looked at the dashboard, it's people are linking to the compiling binaries for Netlify. So let's go off to that post. Oh, look, here we go. Okay, that wasn't particularly hard. I mean, it needs styling. Okay. So we got, right, so look at that network request. What do? Web mentions, there we go. So we got a response. Let's make that full screen, shall we? In the wrong screen. Okay. So let's just back up for a second. All I did was last night I added, where are they? Oh, for fuck's sakes, where are they gone? Ping? They're not even on here. Wait, where the... Hang on. So, on my blog, I've got ping back and web mention here. Okay, so just these two links which were on the web mentions IO website. I want to check that I've actually got them on the post as well. Yeah, okay, so I have them on the post as well. So if we look at this post, why have I not got... I don't see the web mentions on here, which is odd. Just double check it's still on there. It's still in here. It is in there. It is there. Okay. I don't know why it's missing. Wait, no, it's not. It's not there. Where the fuck did it go? Shit. Oh, I know why. It's because I did it, like I said, I did it last night from my phone in bed. So it's actually because it's in GitHub. Origin master? Oh, for fuck's sake. Git stash. It's because I committed them directly into GitHub from my phone last night. Git stash. Apply. Yeah, there we go. That's why I couldn't see them locally, because I hadn't pulled. Okay, so just going back a little bit, I added those two lines, ping back and canonical, and I left it overnight. And this web mentions website collected these links. I'm guessing these were favorited, kind of. Were they favorited or liked? I don't know what they were. It looks like they were liked overnight, or maybe just kind of picked up a backlog and added in that one script, which is down at the bottom, webmentions.js, and yeah, it's pretty cheap implementation. I do want to move it to server side. That's one thing, but we'll come back to that. So. Verify, private, author, how do we... Okay, so activity likes. So what I wanted to do was have like a little row of likes. My coffee's cold. But still, that's... Yeah, like Julian said, wow, I'm quite impressed that works so easily. So, what am I going to do? I am going to... So I'm going to have a look at the web mentions JavaScript and see what we have got going on here. So we've got get function, which finds the web mentions pre-process, elements, slug, I don't know what all that does, insert script. Okay, so we've got insert script is attaching a script element that has a name that's constructed from the number of, I guess, elements that it finds that has that class next to it. So I'm guessing that this thing, .web mention, is going to appear multiple times. So if I have like an archive or like multiple posts on a page, then this will work for multiple posts. And then it's just calling this API. Guess there's a counts thing. It looks alright. And then it tries to actually style it using DOM scripting, which is great. I'm a bit more of a fan of just slapping in using inner HTML, but still pretty good. So let's go and grab this URL. My guess is that I can curl that element slug. So what we want to do is find out what slug equals. You're right, Ninja. My cat's trying to talk. Yeah. Okay, so... Oh, no. No, I might leave the terminal to separate window. Okay, so the slug was... It was just the slug, the URL slug, right? So that... I guess we don't even need JSON-P. So I should be able to just curl bosh. Okay. Right, I'm just going to copy that. Go JQ term, which is a tool I made for JQ and the browser. Paste that in. Cool. Just lets me help me just kind of clonk through and find what I'm looking for. So I do dot links, and then we want what? Data, activity. Is it an array? Yeah, it's an array. So we want to do map select dot activity dot type equals likes. No. So activity dot type. Let's do a map type. Okay, so they're all likes, that's fine. So we want to just select those. Select okay, yeah, it's all of them. Okay, so our JavaScript's going to look a bit like that. So what I want to do, I want to basically count those up, don't I? And then maybe put little gravitars in there. So yeah, so I could just put like a little, I mean, I'm not going to do a row of avatars just now because that's going to take a bunch of CSS, but what I'm going to do, so my blog is similar to Eleventy. I really like Eleventy, but for my particular needs, I needed it to be a custom build. So, but I have the same concepts as Eleventy has for data. So what I'm going to do is add that somehow. No, fuck it. I'm going to put it in the JavaScript for the time being. Yeah, just going to do it in JavaScript. So web collections, web mentions. I'm just going to create my own version of this. So function main, it's a terrible name. I'm just going to do kind of ES6 like code at this point, and then actually there's probably no. I'm going to do ES6 like code at this point, but I'll convert it later after this this video is finished. But thinking about it, I might as well just stick to the JSON-P because I'm guessing if we test in the browser that this probably doesn't have cores enabled. I can test that just quickly by running the request in the console. So const res equals await fetch. Oh, not that URL. And then const JSON equals await res.json. Oh no, okay, it has cores. Okay, so it does support cores. We look down here, access allow origin, so we can do an XHR request, so that's cool. Alright, fuck it, let's do that. So function main async. I'm going to make the font a bit bigger. Sorry, I'm checking it's caught up. So const res equals await fetch URL, const URL equals something, and then const JSON equals await res JSON. Fix me, do error checking. Okay, so the URL is going to be this thing. Const. How do people feel about const and var? Like, I've been using it a lot now, but like var, let, and const, I don't know. There's no real benefit. I guess if you use var, it'll hoist, and const and let won't. But arguably, then you would just use let all the time, and I feel weird about using let now. I don't know why. It's like a odd thing. Okay, sorry. So we're going to get an array from that. So we're going to do array.from. Yeah, I'm always writing const, but I mean, when it compresses, it doesn't make any difference because it's just you know, same sequence of characters get compressed in the same way, but I don't know. I've seen other people's code that does that. So we're going to do await. Oh my god, what am I doing? So get elements by class name. So I'm going to have more than one element. I'm doing an array from, so I get an array. And await. What's wrong with that? The fuck is wrong with that? What's it complaining? An expected token. Open close bracket. Await. That's right, isn't it? Oh, async, thank you. Async. No, it's await. Yeah, no, you're right. Yep, thank you. Okay, cool. So what's it complaining about fetch now? Fuck you, it is defined. Env browser. There you go. And then we're going to do main down here. And let's just comment out everything below here. Because I'm an idiot and I'm just taking over the page. Okay, so what was our mapping? Our map looks like this. This isn't JavaScript, obviously, but so we want to do const likes equals json.links.map. Oh no, not map, filter, because in JQ language, map and select is a filter. So we're just going to do. I use underscore, and I realise it's kind of a crappy thing to do because people confuse it with underscore, but whatever. Okay, so likes, and then we're going to have a number. So we're going to change this to a. Is this? Yeah, web mentions. So this can be a div. Just empty div for the time being, and then I'm going to do l.innerhtml equals likes. Maybe do like a p tag. Am I running my browser still? My thing? npm run dev. No. Oop. npm run dev. Off it goes. Okay. How are we looking? So this should reload in a second. Just clean up some of these windows. It'll reload. It normally takes about 4 seconds to do a build, but when I'm running OBS in the background, it takes 10. Which isn't a terrible amount of time, but... Oh shit, that didn't work. What have I done? I've nuked this. Unexpected token in web mentions. Ah. No, not that one. No? Wait. Unexpected token in... Yeah, my code, webmention.js. Where did I go wrong? Let's rerun that. Okay, so I just stuck a breakpoint on there. I'm guessing there's something wrong with my response. Oh no, 200. JSON's a method. Step over. Error. Console. Okay, let's step over that again. Refresh that again. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's not valid JSON. So what I'm going to do is do await res.text. See what's inside there. Oh, I forgot to store it. Const res data equals $_. Data. Nope. Data. Oh, it isn't like that. It doesn't like that. So what is it? Is it some kind of nerd thing? Yes. Twix slow. It is a nerd thing. This is not a gaming thing. If you've fallen into the wrong channel. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go back and just change code here. Let's have a look at what this is. So let's play this. Yes, thank you. Oh, it's HTML. It's just a fuckload of HTML. Why did my fetch... Tell you what, I bet you... Muppet, that's what the problem is. Yeah, big fan of underscore, dollar underscore. Also big fan of dollar. Matt. The mighty Matt Marquis. Been thinking about web mentions, so yeah, okay. You've met me on you caught me at dumb error. So we're doing a fetch on that, which is wrong. We need to do a fetch on the ID, which is element.id, which is the actual URL. Let's change this to JSON. So I was doing a fetch on my own blog. Right, let's get rid of the return. Oh, let's have a look at the console. No. Access to fetch. What? Oh my god, I've fucking hosed this, haven't I? Right, so const, well, no. The web mentions URL is wrong, isn't it? I'm just doing a request to my own blog like a fucking idiot. Right, so it was HTTPS that, and then we got to put that in there. Jesus Christ. Good work on rewriting someone else's code and then fucking hosing it. URI encode URI component, right? I think it's pretty safe to do that. Jesus. Alright. We didn't get an error. Cool. What we got? Oh yeah, look at that. Object likes. Object likes. Muppet. Right, objects.length. Sweet. I don't know what's happened here though. What? Netlify. Did I forgot to put category? Oh, there we go, tags. 6 likes. So that would be cool to have like, go on, yeah, we can do it, can't we? We can do it, can't we? Yeah, we've got time. A map of the likes to what images. Let's not do it there. Const images equals json.likes.map. Right, what does the data look like? We want their photo. Dot photo? No. Dot data dot author. Data dot author dot photo. Boom. Alright, liking that. Let's have some of that. Needs more emojis. Yeah, it does. It needs like a thumb. You're right, it needs a thumbs up. Yep. Text expander right there. And then we're going to do, we're going to map those out. We're going to do an image tag, source equals that. Yeah. Dot join. How are we looking? JavaScript error. Map of undefined. Sorry, that was a bit quick. So I got uncle error, map of undefined. Likes. Oh, you plum. Links. I guess we should only do it on... No, yeah, we should just do it on likes. Likes dot links dot map. That's still wrong. Oh, for fuck. So, in this case, normally I would be using DevTools to actually edit the code directly and fix it in there. But because I'm using this build process, this file is ending up in the build directory, and every time I hit save, it gets copied over. So I need to fix my own build process so that I can have like static JavaScript during dev. It points to my like source. So I don't have this because I could just fix this in line. Let's just refresh this and work out what is going on here. So likes is this array. So let's just have a quick look here. So we got likes, we've got source, data. Should be likes.map. Oh yeah, of course, there we go. And then inside of map, yeah, we've got data. Thank you, Julian. Ah, Julian's on the ball today. I am not. Play. Don't know what happened. Breakpoint? Fuck's sakes, I saved that. Did I? Oh no, just it moved the breakpoint. Oh, very sweary today, aren't we? Okay. Let's let us doc and style. Let's do it. Right. Let's web mentions. Right. Cool. Okay. So these are going to be create new class called dot web mentions image. Cool. Looking good. And then we're going to do width equals, I don't know, 24. Yeah, that's all right. Border radius, what do you think? 24 or all the 9s? Fuck yes. Okay. Display inline block. Let's put a little border around it. Border 1px solid. Something whitish, like D. It's a bit weird. Why? What is going on there? Does that zoom for you? No, it doesn't. Border radius 50%. We talk about 50%. That's like 9 million. We want. That's not even not. Yeah, look at that. It's almost 10 million border radius. I feel like it has to be a lot of border radius. What? I can see like a very, very small extra border around these people's avatars. No, I can't. I'm imagining it. Border radius can be 50% of strip. Yeah, I think Klein and Mikey are wrong. I think all border radius, if you want a circle, it's got to be 9 million. It's one of those tabs and spaces situation. 9 million. 9 million. There you go. I think we should do let's add display flex, because everything should be display flex. Mentioned. You'll regret that when Mac released better. What, on the 9000? Oh, I guess because if there's a like. Yeah. Anyway, display flex, and then flex center. Ah, you fucker! Why doesn't that work? Surely that's supposed to work. Oh, it's my p tag that's the problem. All right, fuck it. Let's put this p tag here. That's better. And then we'll. How do we make it justify to the left? Flex start. This is how I do most of my alignment. Just cycle through these. Justify items? Flex start? Yeah, that's what I thought. Justify content. Flex. Oh, fuck. Flex start. Well, it doesn't like that. Oh, yeah, I might do. Yep. That was a good guess. Margin 0. Alright, let's have a bit more. Should we do 0 4px? I've been doing all of my margins like 8 and 4s and 2s. But I think what we're going to do is overlay them. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty social media, isn't it? We're going to need to do something about that first one. Dot web mentions first. Oh my god, child, margin left, 10px. No, 12. There we go. I feel like that 4 is a bit too much. 3 looks alright. Looks pretty cool. I like that. What do you think? Right, let's grab that style sheet before it goes in the bin. So I just went over to the inspector style sheet, copy and paste that bad boy, and stick it in my ever-growing dumping ground of CSS. Look at that, 1,500 lines of CSS. Cool. I think it's doing a rebuild. It's doing something. And then I'm sure I can get this to work on the server side. It's quite small, isn't it, the likes thing? But it's pretty neat. I guess those should be clickable, right? Klein, you just 1,500. I don't know if that's latency or what, but I've got a message from you saying 1,500. With avatars overflow. Oh, okay. Well, good question. So let's make it overflow. Yeah, same question. Okay, so let's make this dot repeat 50. No, it just told me to fuck off, didn't it? Repeat is not a function. It should be though, shouldn't it? There you go. Oh yeah, 1,500 lines of CSS. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we don't really like having. I don't know. That's kind of cool. Like that's how popular I am. What do you think? Just like tons of hours. Yeah, it's shit, isn't it? All right. So what we should do is, yeah, it does make a statement, doesn't it? We should slice, I don't know, like 10. 10's a bit much, isn't it? Like, I don't know, 9. And then if likes.length is greater than 9, then, well, so Mike, I could do that, and if I ever got like a particularly popular blog post, but I'm going to end up rendering a fuck ton of images on my own blog, which I don't really want to give to my poor visitor. So what I'll do is I'll slice them. Maybe do which way does slice work? I never remember. So I'm going to slice the last ones, right? Slice -2. Yeah, so we do slice -9. We get the last 9 most recent likes, and then if there's more than 9 likes, we'll put on like a ... Placeholder kitty still work? Placeholder kitten? That'll do for the second while I get. Oh fuck! Do we want that? I just want 24 by 24. Something goes at the end. This has to be. So this is where I'm going to use let. Images plus equals image source equals title equals. I'm going to do. Fuck, we don't need title, do we? Alt equals nothing because that's nonsense. We're missing alt tags here. Alt. Oh. I want to say I'll put it in later, but you know I won't. What would we want? Like photo of. What was in the data? Let's look at this. Author. Photo name. Photo of data.author.name. Yeah, that's what I've got just here in this data. And then actually I do want them to be links because I want to be able to link to the source. Oh, what the fuck? Is that how the source works? I guess, yeah. Is that right? If I go to that, does that work? Oh, just the name. Alt equals their name. I don't really want to. I don't need to link to that, do I? I don't think so. Because it could just be lying. Anyway, all right. Let's see what happens. What we got? Let's put. Let's just hack that bit. If true or. Yeah. There you go. So just stick, and that kitten should just be like plus some more, like dot dot dot. That's all right. I feel like 24 is pretty small size screen. Yeah, no, Klein. I did that to trip it into actually testing it, so that I could. Sorry, the reason I did or true was to make this always run to make sure I could actually test that it worked. Otherwise, it won't work because I don't have enough likes. That's a bit better, isn't it? 6 likes. I guess I could link to their Twitter profile. Do we have that? Yeah, we do. URL. Okay. So this should probably be ahref equals that and $data.author.url. Yeah, that's going to fuck things up as well, isn't it? Yep. Oh, fuck it. Right. I think have I got class of reset? Class equals reset? Probably not. Yep. No. That I was just dreaming. A.reset border equals 0. Padding equals 0. Margin equals 0. Background equals none. Fuck me. Oh, and then the margin needs to be. Oh my god. On the link. Oh. Fuck. No, wrong way. You want that. Sorry, this is me coding and just making noises. There we go. Yeah, go on. Ah, you fuck. What have I broken? And then what we're going to do is, because we don't like JavaScript, the fucking reset's causing that thing. I'm going to, for heaven's sakes. How do I give this priority? Go on, do it. Yes, look at that. Inline block, is that what's going to do it? There you go. No, it was the margin that was overdoing it. I like this. I know it makes people sad when you do double classes, but it makes people even more sad when you do important. Put the rest reset. The reset should be at the top actually. I've got a CSS file called critical. Because it basically just looks at me and says you're doing a shitty job. There we go. Can we get rid of that then? All you CSS smarty pants. I don't know what you said then. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Let's go with reset. Dot reset hover. Just going to do all that again. In fact, fuck it. A hover reset. Oh, fuck's sakes. Reset. Alright, I'm running a tiny bit over, but if you're happy to wait just an extra few minutes. Yeah, what is happening there? I'm going to make this server-side rendered as well. Ugh. This is happening. I'm just repeating it all. This is the downside of having a ridiculous CSS file like mine. All right. Okay, so I want this to be server-side rendered. I think the alignment is slightly fucked. Oh, that's why. Sorry, Matt. That's why you're saying display block on the inline block on the link, I think. Nope. Alright, balls to it. There we go. Okay, cool. So I'm going to move this into data. It's 5:01. I don't like to go over an hour, but I'm gonna it shouldn't take much theoretically to convert this into like data that's available on the server side when I do a build. So what do I want here? I want to expose some extra data that goes with this this blog post. So this is going to hammer the shit out of the So my thinking here is if I move this server side, it's going to hit webmention.io on the server side during build for every single URL I have. And I'm concerned that I have something like nearly 500 blog posts that it will run that request for. Oh yeah. Well, the kitten I'm gonna fix anyway. I've got nearly 500 blog posts, and the thought of hammering webmentions.io 500 times to get every single favorite is, I think, a bit over the top. So let's have a really quick look at their API. Is there an API? I did show off my my token. I'll have to refresh that. Reminder to myself. API. Oh, here we go. API. Service that provides API for a list of pages linked to just that URL. Oh no, there we go. Oh no, specific URL. So I'll only want likes of. Find all the links to your domain. So that's probably what I want, isn't it? Find all links to all sites in your account. That's not what I want. But I do want this. If I can do that in one go, then it means that I'm not going to bash the shit out of their API, which is what I want to avoid doing. And then I can put it on the server side. So let's give this a quick try. I might hold on. Is it okay if I go over? Say no in the chat, and then I won't go over. Don't extra. So what I'm doing is putting a quick. It's fine. I try and I won't go massively over. And if my kids get back from school, then I will definitely stop. Web mentions equals that. Okay, so what I'm doing here is okay, so I'm going to do a request for this thing. So let's see how we do. Let's try it without the token to start off with. sharp.com. Can't verify SL without knowing. That's a great start. Let's just ignore that. Lowercase k. Nope. Get. Fuck. What is ignore insecure? Oh no. Curl. Okay. Okay, so I need the token. And token equals dollar web mentions. Okay. So let's have a look at that lot. Okay, so what do we have? We've got, let's look at the keys, dot type, feed, dot children. So what I'm going to do is, keyframers is now hosting me. I don't know what that means, but thank you. What I'm going to do is check, yeah, the WM thingy. So I'm just going to map. No, that was wrong. Children. Oh, maybe I need to do it in like. Yeah. Okay, looks right. So now it looks like if I just sort that. Yeah. Okay. So that's an endpoint I can request where it has everything. Okay. So we can do this server side. Let's grab that. And let's go into my collections. But let's create a new file. So let's save this as likes, and we're going to do const request equals require request. I think fetch. No, request. Fuck. Let's check we can actually do that. Let me sharp. Ugh. Come on. So node lib likes. Yep. Okay. Cool. I've got the library. So that's the URL. Const URL. Oh, my machine's slowing down. Fuck. Const token equals process.env. Web mentions, and I have to make sure that's a Netlify token. And domain equals, that's fine, and then token equals dollar token, and then we're going to do request module.exports equals and we're going to return a promise, new promise, resolve, reject, brackets. Really I should be using fetch. I think with request they've said to get rid of they're kind of marking it as a maintenance mode now, and the repo suggests you actually move across to something like node fetch or got or axion, I think is another one. I like node fetch, but I'm just going with what I have right now. So JSON true. Let's put the URL in there, and then we got error res body. Okay. Whoa! I think a pigeon just battled a squirrel in my back garden. Right. Const main equals. Let's just call that as well. Oh, I'm going to stop my blog from recompiling. Okay, cool, that's worked. So we need to construct a oh god, what do I need to do? I need to basically expose this as a slug pointing back to all the arrays of objects. So I'm going to do if error return reject error. So that just fucks off. And then I'm going to do resolve, and I'm going to resolve the body, which looks like that, dot children, dot, yeah, let's grab that map, let's grab this thing. Thank you. Map, reduce accumulator current, just codeness in my head, so bear with me. What I want to end up with is this. So I'm going to go for like slug with an object with an array of the likes, and then slug likes. Yeah, something like that. Nice and consistent. Okay. Okay, so if acc dot, what is it, wm target dot, if not acc wm target, then that is equal to an array. Let's do const slug equals there, so it's a bit more readable. Slug, slug, and then we're going to do acc slug dot push cur, and that's it. That looks right. Okay, let's just check that worked. Dot then res console log dot res. Nope, that did not work. What the fuck? Oh no, I haven't cleaned up the slug. So the slug actually needs to be dot split dot pop. Whoops. So this ends up being just like all I want, etc. Let's just log that out just for my own sake. Why we're console? Okay, I'm console logging everything out. That's confusing. We've got slug, slug, and then here it hasn't. Okay, right. So all right, let's debug this properly. I'm just busting open the terminal, and I'm gonna do breakpoint there. Oh, come on. Node inspect lib likes. Just gonna bring the font down a bit. Don't want that. Oh man, it broke before I even got in. Okay, let's just const reply equals that. And then save, and then we're going to do resolve reply. Let's just put a breakpoint right before it hits that bit. What? Why isn't it? How does this work? Program, launch program. I thought I had like an auto listen configuration. Auto connect. Node attach. That. Yep, that'll do. I don't really know how to do this properly, clearly. Alpha fucking attach. I had something that would auto attach. Clearly not working. What doesn't it like about this? All right, screw it. Let's go back to debug days. So this doesn't like. Return accumulator. Schoolboy error. So I was missing this line here. There we go. That's kind of better. I'm guessing that is, yeah, that is a, that's to the root of my website. So what we're going to do is make this or, yeah. Yep, okay, that looks good. Kind of what I want. Okay, so those are all the slugs, which will match up to the collection of blog posts I have. And what I'll do is if not module.parent, then do that. So that won't auto run. Okay, so now I'm going to expose this to my collection. Collections, so we're going to do that here. Const likes equals require likes. I'm going to do const likes equals await likes. That's not going to work. I've called it two things. F2, get likes. There you go. The shit that worked, it did not. There we go. And then I'm going to, because I loop around every blog post, I'm going to just do if likes post.slug, then I'm going to slap the likes into the data. Likes post.slug. And that will magically be exposed into the blog post somewhere. Post.data. So in here, so if we comment out this bit, right, this becomes if likes, then div.webmentions, webmentions. Oh, okay, fine. Yep, we can do that. Then it was a p tag. Then thumbs up. Then it would. Oh fuck it. Let's get the. Where is it? Here it is. So I think likes.length, likes. I have to construct the images. I might do. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to do that in there. Like images. I'll come back to this. How do I do? So I'm basically just going to populate that ahead of time over in my collections here. So post.data. What was it? Like images equals, and I'm just going to copy the code from this JavaScript. Like that. It's looking pretty weird at the moment. I think I might put that in here actually. So this is cur likes, and this is images, and then we're going to return likes and images. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I'm definitely stopping at 1/2 past. 90 minutes is my max, alright? I reckon this is alright at the moment though. Let's just check that it works. No, it does not. Cur. Where was that bit? That bit. Let's do a log on. Oh, hang on. Let's look at this data structure here. It looks right. Oh, okay. So the type is different. We actually want a WM property like of. So yeah, it's just WM property. So we want so no, yeah. So I need to group these by each individual blog post. I'm going to do. Oh fuck me. You're out of PF. What's PF? Oh, I'm hanging. All right. Stop stream.